So we're gonna talk about the whole Deion Sanders situation. And I say the Deion Sanders. No. It ain't a Shedeur situation. It's a Deion Sanders situation. Shedeur was just a part of it, if you ask me. I think he was just a, what do they call it? Like when civilians die? There you go. He was just a casualty, bro. There you go. I think that's exactly what he was, because you have someone who was very vocal through his process. It wasn't Deion's process. It was through Shedeur's process. So I think he was way more vocal. But let me know how y'all feel. Troy, let me know how you feel. Man, what are you thinking?
I've been seeing all kind of stuff on social media that I think the nigga did the shit to himself. If you ask me,
Shedeur.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
He ain't do himself no favor.
Just you got to understand, you interviewing for a job.
Yeah.
He just came in like he was entitled, like he was owed some shit.
But that's his upbringing. Is that wrong for him to feel as if like I should be here?
Yes.
Why? Because I mean, why can't you be confident in who you are? I feel like, but I should be here.
You could be confident, but you still got to go into the interviews and actually win them over. You can't go in like you already got it.
What you think, right?
Well, as a football coach, I'm looking from
that's a good perspective. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm looking from a coaching standpoint. Even coaching varsity, JV, you got them fathers that you don't really care about already,
or care for. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
They want to play daddy ball, and this kid, let's keep it real, he never competed for a spot. So we don't know, and I done been on college football teams and seen the third, fourth string guy be the best guy, but the coaches like this guy for some odd reason. So, let alone to believe he might actually not even been the best quarterback on their team. We'll never know because your daddy the coach.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
But how does that cross over to?
So that's strike one.
Okay.
Now strike two. You go to my interviews. You're not prepared for them, and you talking cocky. I don't want my quarterback to be cocky.
Was he not prepared for him though? I mean, Troy, you was telling me. Wait. How you feel, brother? My bad. Yeah. What you thinking?
It's all good. So I look at it like this, right? If anybody that ever played any sport, right? There's a certain amount of respect you got to have for the practices, because if you don't, it shows into the game. Now, as a college football player, his job is to be a football player. As an NFL guy, his job is to be a representative of that league, right?
You're not that team.
Yeah, the overall.
Yeah. So, I get what you're saying.
So for him, it's not about your skills, just your skills at this point. It's about, are you a good brand ambassador for the team? Now, when you look at Deion Sanders,
how's she doing not a good brand? I'm sorry. How's she doing not a good brand ambassador? Bro, he's bringing money. He's bringing viewership. He's bringing all this. Not to cut you off. Who watched the draft ever in life? I'm asking everybody out.
I watch the draft every year.
But I'm saying, who watches the first round, the second round, the third round, the fourth round, all the way to the fifth round? Have you ever watched all the way to the fifth round?
No. I ain't watched all the way to the fifth round this year.
No,
but you were connected to it. You was waiting to see when this man was going to go.
I watched the third day.
Go ahead, my bad.
I watched the third day of the draft. I watched it
all the way through. Go ahead, my bad.
So my thing was, I'm not saying that he's not that. What I'm saying was, given the opportunity to show that, he pointed to his college career instead of actually showing who he is as a professional.
He's not a professional yet, right?
That's the point. Your first step as a professional is to show that you can handle the conversation part.
Okay.
So I'm not saying he can't do that. I'm saying when given the opportunity to show that, he took the same route Deion took. Deion Sanders revolutionized the
what we said.
cornerback position.
That's a good point.
Deion Sanders came in. He also ran a 4.2, and he was prime.
We're gonna get into it. Go ahead.
Deion Sanders was a once in a lifetime athlete who literally did not need the league.
He needed the league.
No, he could play baseball.
Oh, if you put it that way, yeah.
He played baseball. Or he played in the World Series.
So the thing, like,
yeah, he put it that way, yeah.
Yeah, and he was good at baseball.
He was damn good.
Bro, he was good.
He was damn good.
But go ahead. The thing about Shedeur is, and again, I'm not saying
we got comments too.
As a father, Deion did what he's supposed to do with him. Although,
go ahead.
You can blow it up. Go
ahead.
Deion did what he's supposed to do and instill confidence in his son. The problem with it was he forgot to teach him how. Look, there's a way the world should be and the way the world actually operates. You should be able to take your skill set and let it speak for yourself.
Hold on, let me ask you something. Do you feel?
Whoa, I don't agree with that,
Michael.
I don't agree with that, Michael.
Is the NFL
put that back. I don't agree with that.
So is the NFL being an NFL football player a corporate job? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right.
But wait, I don't agree with that comment, Michael.
Say Deion was being a LeVar Ball.
He was definitely not being a LeVar Ball, bro. I think if Deion would have been LeVar Ball, he would have been more successful as far as his son going higher in the draft. LeVar Ball waited. He waited till his sons got there. I mean, he was talking trash. But
He was talking trash before they got there. But the difference being was Lonzo Ball was his first athlete to break through. Lonzo Ball was not like his dad at all.
No,
Lonzo Ball was quiet.
Didn't talk.
He was professional.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was all about.
Basically like Shallow.
Was all about basketball.
He's like Shallow though. Shallow is the same way.
That's why
yeah.
The LeVar Ball situation. That's I would say that's a false equivalence, and I'll tell you why. LeVar Ball was one of the great athletes who got hurt and couldn't make it. He had a chip on his shoulder. Deion's job.
He was a what? Whoa.
He was a great athlete that didn't make it.
He was not a great athlete.
He was in the NFL.
He was a great athlete.
LeVar Ball?
Yeah.
He just got hurt.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I ain't make it. So yeah, my bad.
Go ahead. The thing with Deion is Deion actually coached his kids from yay high all the way up to where they at now. So you can have your perspective saying he never competed, and I understand that. But LeVar Ball, he was talking before the accolades came. So technically it's not the same. And then also what Deion did was revolutionize football. He actually the reason why a lot of people decided to play corner instead of receiver.
My big thing with the whole entire thing.
Read some of these comments.
My thing with the whole entire thing is that he has to understand. Like I was telling Troy earlier before we got into the show, man. I was telling Troy, I was like, if I was his dog,
maybe with some comments.
Put him on there.
I can't see him on that.
I look
I'm
at
gonna read
it.
What I was saying is with Deion, if I was cool with his son, if his son was like my dog, you know what I tell him? Like, bro, you gotta understand, bro, you're not your dad. You're not Deion. What we said earlier, you ain't running for one.
Yeah.
You don't go both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pause. However y'all say that.
Bro,
you don't play both sides of the ball.
The thing is,
pause. I don't even know how to say it.
He was touting his college career like he really did something.
No.
You went 4-8 your first season, and in the second season you had a winning season, and you got your ass whiz-ass-zooped in the bowl game. But by a team full of white boys.
But like we were saying before, this draft was not a quarterback-heavy draft. If this was a quarterback-heavy draft and we had 5 solid quarterbacks, I'm not saying he would have been 5, but he wouldn't have been where he top 2. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but stats are stats. We all play football, you know what I mean? So we understand what stats are. Bro, you're good, but you ain't good enough to be walking in here like you prime time. That's what I'm saying. And
okay, so baby say why nobody had this much energy for Johnny Football. Dude broke every rule in the NCAA and nobody cared.
He got on the field.
He did get criticized.
Thank you, bro.
Johnny Football got heavily criticized.
All the way through. Who didn't criticize him?
Everybody criticized him.
And they was mad when he got drafted where he got drafted.
Yeah.
All the way up until when he got to the league, they still followed this man all the way through the league. Even when he went to rehab, they talked trash. And then when he threw picks, they talked trash.
Bro,
everybody talking about that.
Don't nobody care about nobody falling in the draft like they cared about Shedeur. Niggas fall in the draft every goddamn year.
I ain't going nobody
give a damn. Jackson fell in the draft. I had him going top 3.
Bro, Case Keenum is the fucking NCAA record holder for the most passing yards ever and didn't get drafted. No. This nigga got the most passing yards in the history of college.
Bro, it's really starting.
And didn't get drafted.
It's really starting.
He played with the boys.
No, he didn't.
So what?
No, that's the University.
Wait, whoa. Bro, but this is my thing. Even when I played in the Big Ten, dog, we played in the Big Ten. It was cool. But motherfuckers always try to say, bro, you played in the Big Ten. What are you trying to say? You played in the Big Ten. What about the SEC, ACC? Bro, you still playing D1 division football, bro. It doesn't matter, bro.
Shedeur wasn't in the best conference?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't, but he still, he did perform. I'm saying he did perform. I would say that. Oh yeah, I agree with you. But you have people. I'm from Florida, bro. So everybody's gonna say you ain't Miami, it ain't Florida, it ain't Florida.
Bro, this just shows.
He had the #1 receiver from
He had a couple of them.
Yeah,
He had 3 people get drafted.
3.
3 people get drafted. 3 receivers got drafted.
Come on, bro.
We've seen it like 10 years. But some people who don't know football get caught up in the narrative. And they keep forgetting that, hey, this is more than just a skill set. This is business.
Shedeur got sacked 42 times and still threw for 4,000 yards. Yet they question, can he play? He got a lot of them sacks was his fault because he was holding the ball.
But wait.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is questioning can he play. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. He can play. But go ahead. The way that he's putting. I'm not saying that neither. I'm not saying that, Greg. I'm not saying that. He is good enough to be a top 3 pick.
No, not top 3.
In this draft, he was. Yo,
1, 2, 3.
What?
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
He better than Abdul Carter.
It should have been Cam, Trav, then him.
You out your goddamn mind.
He was
top 5.
You crazy in the bitch.
Man, top 5. All the offensive linemen should have went before him.
Abdul Carter, the nigga who from Penn State. You saying he better than him?
Oh, you talking about buddy number 11?
You
Yeah,
crazy
he different. Okay, top 5. He should have been the top. He should have went with the Jets.
I think
the Jets should have took him.
I think he should have been. I think he should have been a top 3 quarterback if you saying that.
We should have been top 2 quarterback, not top 3. Top 2. Who was above him?
Jackson Dart.
What? Never, bro. Never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he trash.
I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying Shedeur is better than him. I am saying
That's your
that.
opinion.
I will say that. You're right. It is my opinion.
If you want to say
opinion.
in college, but see that's the thing. They don't go by how good you. Johnny Manziel was the best quarterback in college, but he didn't project to be that in the NFL. The NFL is a different game than college.
I give you that.
So you can look at your stats in college. That's not what the fuck they go by. You can see all the niggas who led the stats in college. Them not the niggas who get drafted at the top. It's how you project. He was undersized. He's not athletic.
Yep.
And he ain't got the strongest arm.
He don't.
That don't project to be that great in the. They don't. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying in this draft,
He was a top 3 quarterback. I would never.
He was a top 2
I would never deny
quarterback.
that.
He was a top 2.
That's
Projections were saying he was a top 2 quarterback. But they were saying that. I'm not just saying. I'm going off of what they saying.
Obviously, they didn't.
What Chevy said. Chevy, stay. Chevy, don't go nowhere. I want to hear what Chevy said. Nah, but then it's not money with them, bro. Did you see the chunk this man came to his pro day with? It's not about money, bro. It's never about money with these dudes. I don't think it's money not with him.
See,
it's not
the
money.
main thing at quarterback,
bro. It's an ego thing.
You got to
with
be
them.
able to lead the locker room. And if they got to look.
You don't feel like Shedeur can lead the locker room?
Do you? You think?
I do.
You
I
think
do.
the old
I
ass-
do. I do.
Hey,
I feel. I
I'm
do. What you think, bro? What you think?
One thing Shedeur Sanders leave the locker room.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna struggle at first, but in year 3, he probably be a leader.
I think Shedeur is gonna be Jalen Hurts, bro.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what?
I said it. I said it.
It's
I
two
think Jalen.
But
How? Personality wise, not football. If we talking about football,
You need a certain personality to be a quarterback to lead a locker
You know how great of an athlete Jalen Hurts is?
NFL football.
Jalen Hurts squat like 600 pounds or some shit.
well,
like
yeah, I get
that.
that.
Shedeur ain't doing that.
I get that, but he's in a great scheme for him to be
Let
good.
me explain this to you. I'm telling you, as a football player, we gonna look at you and say, "Your daddy's the coach. You ain't no leader for real." You ain't
Bro,
no
they say in the interview.
You will. I ain't gonna look at him like I'm not gonna look at him like that.
Yes, you will.
Not if he proved to get
Have you
there.
ever played with
Not
a
if he
quarterback
proved to
who
get
daddy
it.
was the coach?
I have it.
Exactly.
I have it.
That's a good
I have it. I give you
That's
that.
a good point though, because he has never led a locker room without his dad being the coach. That's the thing. I mean, like,
Never.
I'm not saying.
Not no
I'm
team.
saying-
Now that's a good point.
I'm not saying he can't.
I'm
do
not
it, but
taking
saying,
that
like,
away.
he's
That's
not
a
saying
good
he can't
point.
do it.
He's never
That's
had
a
to
good
compete for a
point.
position.
So now you got an interview.
That's a
You
good
don't know
point.
that. You don't know that part.
That's a
You
good
know
point.
You don't know that.
We don't know
You was
he
giving
had
the shit at Colorado before Deion got there. We bringing
Wait,
Louis luggage. We
Deion
got a quarterback.
Deion did say that. He said, "I'm bringing my Louis luggage,"
We
and
got
they
my
playing,
luggage.
and they playing. He did say that. He did say that.
Talking about
And all the no, he was talking about his son.
Trash quarterback, you got
And just like Shiloh started at safety, bro, he's playing like they're playing.
Shiloh was actually good at spot.
I get that, and I'm not taking that away from him. I
They
think
both-
out of all of
they
this,
both are good
Shiloh.
enough to start. I'm not saying he's not good.
No,
He's a good
I'm
player.
saying if there was any question, I think Shiloh probably. But the point I'm making is,
He better than Shedeur better than Shiloh.
Do you know how trash you got?
What did I say first
your
time?
daddy not to start you? You gotta be real trash.
what I'm saying, but you think about
Read
it.
that one. Michael,
Baby say I've met Shedeur. He can lead. Kid is different. Yeah,
first time on this, and I
that's
love.
cool.
How long was that conversation?
How long?
Go Gophers, baby. I appreciate you, man. Go Gophers. You fucking right. You
respect
fucking
his
right.
opinion.
Thank you for coming and chilling with us, man. Make sure you stay too, man. I love the commentary. Keep coming back, man. Yeah, yeah.
I gotta disagree with him because he ain't played. He wasn't putting on no pad. Because if your daddy,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Baby would have been like, "Who is this nigga? He gonna be our starting quarterback unless your other quarterback was just trash as hell and he come be flat."
What baby said? I missed that. What baby said?
Baby said the kid can lead. I met him. He's like, he's a good kid.
I agree with you, baby. I feel like he can.
He don't present
I feel like he can. I don't want it to come off as
I do.
As
me disliking it.
No, I did not think that.
But you gotta understand, you're interviewing for a job.
But this is my thing. I hate that it has to go down to. It has to come down to if you like the person. No, we can have an opinion about. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we can have it. I don't dislike this man at all.
I'm a very confident person.
Yeah,
I've had the same.
Me as well.
When I started my
I think
career.
all of us are.
I was in a scholars
all
program when I started my career.
Scholars program.
We had,
Bro, this nigga been smart since Barn Ferd, bro. He been getting straight. He cried when he got a beat.
Bro,
Like this is smart.
when
I will always go down in fire with this man when it comes to education.
when I went on interviews, they gave us feedback. They gave the program feedback as to why if we didn't get the job, why we didn't get the job. All of my feedback was this nigga is arrogant.
Okay. And you have to take heed to that.
So I don't care about what's right, what's wrong. I care about what gets results, right? Mm-hmm. So fuck about all that. What's gonna get me to where the fuck I want to go, right? So I had to learn that. I ain't fucking working my career for 4 years after I graduated because that shit ain't.
4 years without
you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a job.
No, I had a job. Now he just ain't have a job in this field. Now come on now. Don't try my dog. My dog working now.
You asked me something and you brought me here. This is how I used to think. You know this shit. You looked in the paper. You seen I passed. Why you asked me?
It wasn't even that. I knew my grades was great. I knew the shit. Yeah. So it was like I came in anything like
I got it. I'm confident. I know whatever you ask me, I'm ready for it.
But it's different because I was in school. You go in the real world at that job. It's much different.
Your GPA don't matter.
That shit don't mean nothing.
But it's probably other things.
Same thing like college football. The NFL is a different game. I don't give a fuck about how many yards you threw for in college. Nigga, are you gonna be able to do what we need you to do in the NFL to be able to lead? You have to lead this locker room full of
but what stops him from being a leader? Like I'm still missing what y'all saying. Like why?
I give you an example. He was working out with Cam Ward, right?
I remember that. I think a lot of that hurt him.
Him and Cam Ward working out. He said, "Cam Ward, let's make a song." Cam Ward said, "I'm a football player. I want them to
all I do is play football."
When they Google me, I
saw that
American football player.
That's all I do. All I do is play
that's
football.
That's how the fuck you interview for.
And that's why he went number one. I mean, it's no comparison to that.
Y'all don't think this boy, they don't look, them old white men don't look at him and say, "We see a rapper. We not."
Yes.
No, I don't think they say they see a rapper. They see arrogance.
If he fails,
they see a pushback.
If he fails, it's not
that's what they see.
It's not that big of a deal.
He's a rapper though.
Like so, you remember that guy Eddie Lacy? Eddie.
Alabama running back.
Yeah, he got real fat, right? They said question marks on him was he didn't know enough about football. He wasn't obsessed with it. He was obsessed with Chinese food. If you remember back that far, and that was a huge question mark.
I ain't never heard that one either.
Remember when Green Bay put out?
I'm not saying anything.
Green Bay, the coach put out that he has to lose weight. They listed him at like 230, but he was really like 260 or something like that. They put weight loss considered in it because he wasn't interested in football. So they look at people like Shedeur, he's a rapper. It's like, yeah, that may be your focus. Your focus may be your brand instead of our brand.
But that's where any company. Any company, if you got a company, right?
That can hurt you if you don't want to interview.
I get that, and I agree. Okay, well then I agree. I'm just saying, if you have a company, and I'm interviewing for your company,
Who took Jalen Hurts' position? You remember that?
Wait, what you say?
You talking about he better than Tua?
Who?
Shedeur.
It's better than Tua?
Yeah.
Again, we talking about college football versus the pro. We have not seen Jalen.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
What
they comment?
They say they believe in Tua every year.
Yeah, because they have no choice.
He got no choice. I'm a Dolphins fan.
But Tua is great. Tua
believe in that too.
Tua has definitely proven himself, though.
Yeah, he did.
Though I know you ain't know him, but I wish you was, bro. Doe is a diehard fan, and if you ask me, Tua has really proven himself, taking them to the playoffs. Yeah. They might have lost, but when they lose, when they get back, he get hurt. You know what I mean? And then they go downhill from there. Yeah. So I'm with you. You can't say throw me your shot glass, bro. Sure asking for shots, but don't want to come get it. All right, cool. What you want? Oh,
Talking to the mic.
oh, okay. But no, man, I listen. This is what I'm gonna say about the situation. Hey, man, again, thank y'all so much. If you just tuning in,
baby, say Dodo no shit.
Hey, bro, listen. Doe is a diehard fan, bro. You already know. I need to take Doe and tell him to get on here, bro. But listen, man, I want to tell y'all, as you can see, we are very in tune with people that are in live with us, man. So make sure you commenting and saying what it is that you feel. We will get it directly. We're getting it as soon as you say it. We put it up on the front so everybody can see it. And if you have something that you want to say against what Baby is saying right now, make sure you put it in the comments too. He'll be able to see it and respond to you as well.
I'm gonna tell you what bothered me the most about it.
Bags and 4 green receivers.
Who?
Big Jared. What's good, Big Jared?
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think it's more or who his father is or his attitude that made him slide?
His father.
Both.
It's Deion's, bro. If it was me, I know Deion ain't gotta listen to me.
People think people got a problem with it. That's not my question.
Everybody
was like his daddy is. They don't like his daddy. Since when motherfuckers didn't like
No,
Deion?
no, it's not that.
Who the fuck don't like Deion?
I'm not saying that they don't like him.
Jackson State.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
A lot of motherfuckers at Jackson State.
Wait, just so we clear, right? Remember during the Big 12, his first year, I think it was playing either USC or Oregon or something like that. There was rumors out that all the coaches was colluding to exploit Colorado weaknesses, and they wanted to blow them out. Just to teach
I can believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were saying to everything. Now, who has a problem? We don't know. But I do know. I don't think a lot of people took too kind to Deion saying what team his son gonna go to.
Yeah, I think that hurt.
That's why I said it's Deion's fault, bro.
Then he says, if the Mavericks can do it, I got a little more pulled up. Well, you got 5th round 144.
Man, listen, if I walk,
so you think about it, is that what it does get mad?
Bro, my dad said
if
you
I
got
walk
5th round 144.
So I'm saying, see, Deion,
Bro, you tough for that
So
one.
they ain't put Shedeur in this play. They would put Deion in this play.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But look,
Can I say my point? This is my point. Okay. So Bucky puts out this thing on YouTube. It's his channel. You know what I mean? So he documented the whole, what is it called? One time for Bucky for what is it called? One off media. One time, cause I'm finna talk about your thing, bro, and it's dope. And thank you for letting us inside of your family, bro. Pause. But thank you for that. Anyway, I was watching, bro. I'm getting hip to it, bro. I'm trying to stay with it. So listen, I'm watching it, right? Deion comes to the camera, gets in front of the camera, and says, "I'll bet a cross. Take it off my sons. I'll bet a cross. Put it on me. I can take it." You know what I took from that? That was him apologizing. Like, you know what? I got it. I did a little too much. I see what y'all doing. So, all right, my bad. Don't do this to my sons. You know what I mean? Don't do it to them. And I think when he did that, that's when them boys got back on the board. Because if it wasn't like we were saying before, he ain't proven nothing in the NFL for him to be able to drop that much.
Let me tell you why he got drafted. It was his
Deion. Well, let me see what it says.
It says Roger Goodell also gave Junior a job, so technically all of them are in the NFL. See, that right there shows it was definitely collusion.
Why?
What was collusion? What you mean?
So
that's what I'm saying.
The comment says Roger Goodell also gave Junior a job, so technically all of them are in the NFL, right?
What you mean, John? I think he's talking about Roger Goodell Jr.
No, he's talking about Deion Sanders Jr.
The one who made the
media. Oh, he did?
Deion Sanders. Clarify what you mean.
Yeah. Tell us, Daddy, what you. I'm Daddy. Baby. Tell us what you mean, baby.
Think that's publicity because how many media managers do you think the league got?
A lot.
Man, but you don't know how many people watch that shit, bro. Deion is Deion. He got the best nickname because it really fits him. He is prime time. Deion bring money wherever the fuck he goes.
About it right now.
What I'm saying is, right? I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying, why would they need to hire him?
Oh, he'll be filming everything for Shedeur as usual. I didn't know that.
That's a favor.
See?
Through the NFL.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That sounds like a favor to me.
I didn't know that.
Hey, bro, you went
Ain't
too
no
hard.
favor. That's a good business move.
That is a favor.
That's a good business. That's a good business move. I agree.
But it's still a favor. It's still a favor. He didn't have to do that. I'm with you, bro. He didn't have to do it.
Hold on.
You think that little bit of money that they finna make off of that is finna make or break this? Nah, I know it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I'll give you that. It's definitely a gimmick, but I don't have to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that I have to have. Go ahead, bro. My
Bucky's
bad.
official position is at Colorado as a media guy. Why would you leave Colorado as a media guy to go to Cleveland to be the media guy when your dad's left Colorado?
Yeah, because you're probably making more money.
Money doesn't matter with them, bro.
Money matter to everybody.
Not with them.
Out of your goddamn
They
mind.
already have it,
They
bro.
ain't got that much money.
Bro, they have enough money to where they want to show the league that I don't need it. No, I'm not saying that.
If you got an opportunity to get more money,
I'm not saying that. But you saying
thank you, baby. Ain't no favors. It's business. They benefiting from that shit.
How, baby? What are they
motherfuckers
benefiting
watch
off
what?
of?
Look at well-off media numbers. That's why. Look at the numbers.
I get that. Man, why is it? But I'm saying, but when it comes, but it's not like, bro. I'm not knocking Bucky's production, bro. I'm not knocking because I watch it, so I'm not knocking.
It's actually good,
but it's
smart
really,
it's
really good. It's really good. But what I am saying is that the NFL is a big. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Huge conglomerate.
So when you come to Bucky, not to downsize Bucky, but bro, they don't need this. That's a favor. It's going to benefit us. Yes, that's why I'm doing it. But I don't need it. I can tell you, no, I don't want to do that. And he can stay in Colorado with his daddy and still make money.
You don't think Colorado?
You don't think he's still finna do both? He probably gonna do both.
Can't. He won't be able to.
He might not. You're right.
He can't. How is he going? He gonna have to be there on Saturday, then fly on Sunday.
Because
now you gotta be in and out.
Because and I'm not sure for sure, but most likely the NFL with a big ass media contract. Now what you film ain't property of you, was property of the NFL. And also, you don't think Colorado will match that?
No,
Colorado ain't got that kind
of we just said what in the NFL money is different.
Watch this. Deion just got $50 million. What he can put in the sentence in the contract with his son?
Yeah.
So
they had to find that $50 million too. They ain't have it.
They had to find the money for him to come there. They didn't even have the money.
Colorado ain't got money like that, bro.
Bro, them throwing that money is just numbers, and all that got a lot to do with endorsement. Thank you. There you go. So when he first got there, they didn't even have the money to pay him when he first got there.
But he made the
and who knows if they even paid him?
If you look at his YouTube numbers, he probably making more on YouTube than he was getting from Colorado.
He said that bitch went from prime time to prime example. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I agree because for him to come on that platform and say, I better cross, take it off my sons.
Bro, listen,
you were the example.
If I go on a job interview and I tell them motherfuckers, if y'all ain't trying to switch shit up, don't hire me. Wouldn't nobody be surprised if I didn't get the goddamn job.
Again, as a coach, I don't want to hire nobody who's gonna try to change my life. Me and you gotta be on the same page. That's it.
The thing is,
but the biggest thing that made me
mad, gotta be on the same page.
Listen, let me say my piece.
My quarterback and me as a head coach gotta be on the same page.
The biggest thing that made me mad about this shit is the goddamn idolatry from motherfuckers on social media and the entitlement that this nigga just thought he was supposed to go first. Yeah, like I just have to go first, second.
People are not talking about
nobody, that. Ain't nobody guaranteed shit. Well, you supposed to be interviewing for this shit. Then everybody on social media acting like it was racism. Oh, everybody hates his daddy. Man, that shit, man, that's the shit that make me most mad about this shit, bro.
I don't think it was racism. I think it was one of those things where it's like we let the managers do it with this shit. Like, how many more?
But they didn't do it the same way though.
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
The men
and then they want to say they don't like confident black men. They don't like confident black men. That's a fucking shot to every confident black nigga that got drafted.
It is.
So Cam Ward ain't confident.
That's true.
But
Cam Newton wasn't confident.
See, the thing is, they'll
I
say,
agree.
The fuck, like what the fuck niggas you talking about?
I agree. 32.
But they'll say Cam Ward was docile. I was like, no, Cam Ward is about his business. His focus is different. His focus is football. Now, Deion, granted, you know, when you have the type of
bust down my AP,
I gotta be
time, man.
Yeah, it's wild. When you got that type of shit going on,
this nigga had a legendary set
like
getting ready to get drafted. Yeah. Didn't get drafted and went to go perform.
Yeah.
Then after he got drafted, performed with $100,000
in suitcases in the club.
Louis Vuitton suitcases.
Yeah.
Remember, they fired
you still have to put on. I don't need the league, and the league is watching.
Well,
they fired Johnny Manziel. Remember,
they're not going to draft.
Wow, you heard what he said?
They fired Johnny Manziel after that shit. Remember, because he went to the club, took a picture with a bottle. He wasn't drinking. It was up confirmed he didn't drink. They give a fuck. They fired his ass and everything.
Nigga, Charlie Ward ain't get drafted because he felt like he ain't need to leave. You can't tell me this nigga was better than Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward numbers was crazy. in college.
Heisman.
But that who was in the draft then though? What court was it?
I don't give a fuck. He didn't get drafted at all.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted even a little bit because they thought he was gonna go play basketball.
That's exactly
what he did.
It's his main thing. They thought
basketball.
if they think your main thing might not be football,
then you don't need to be here. Wow, that's a good point, bro. That's a good point. Like you said, they look at you as you a rapper. They don't look at you as a football player. My bad. Go ahead.
If I'm about to pay you hundreds of millions of dollars or something, I need to make sure your mind is focused on what I want you to focus on.
But what you was gonna say, Greg?
They pay you millions of dollars. If I'm gonna pay you millions of dollars and you gonna be the reason I get hired or the reason I get fired, and I sit in the interview with you and you act like a certain way, I ain't finna hire you.
Don't take that.
I like this point from Baby. Baby say, don't let your ego block you from your blessings.
That's the one that put that one up.
If you do business with Prime, you gonna eat. So that's what he's saying, like bringing his son on. But the NFL, no, they finna get money off that.
Baby, think about it though, baby. Baby, think about it though. Hold on, but you said they're gonna get money with Prime. I understand that, but you got to think about the caliber of people we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We talking about people that billion trillionaires, bro. When it comes to that. Yeah, I'm gonna get money with Prime, but if it was us, yeah, I want to get money with Prime. But you talking about billion and trillionaires, team owners.
They think about money. They think about money even more than us.
But they think about it on a different level. Do I want to put up with this to get that? No, because I don't have to.
That's what the coaches and the GMs thinking. That ain't what the owners thinking.
The owners was the ones that said take him off of the board. It wasn't the coaches. The owners said that.
To Shedeur, yeah, I'm talking.
That's what I'm saying. The owner said take him off the board.
Remember that movie
completely.
Program?
This is billionaire trillionaire talk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Program? And the dude was like, nobody's bigger than the program. That's what this is right now. Nobody bigger than the NFL.
I agree. And when you come in
he
there,
ain't the only one. He ain't the only one they do that to. That's the only point I'm saying.
And the only reason we know it is because of Deion. If we didn't know Deion, then you know how many people are in the past or in the present that done went through something like this because they done said something wrong or interviewed bad or whatever it is, but they still raw. It's the same thing, but you wouldn't know. You would never know.
Who? Yeah, but not that far. He's still in first round.
No, I'm saying, but think about what happened. Remember the guy asking was
hold on, it wasn't the same.
Like Randy Moss. Randy Moss still too, but he still went first round.
Yeah, he had a whole bunch going on. Man.
Dan Marino went 27. That's one of the best throwers of the football ever, nigga.
I didn't know that. He went what?
27.
I'm still stuck on Lamar Jackson.
That was a hell of a draft.
Who was in the draft?
That was a hell of a draft.
See what I'm saying?
John Elway. John Elway.
Now you had people like that.
Yeah.
Now if Dan Marino and John Elway and all these people was in the draft, we wouldn't know nothing about Shedeur. He'll be happy he went first.
But like I said, the nigga who set the college record for most passing yards in NCAA history did not get drafted. So that should tell you it's more than just your ability, what you showed on the field. It's what you project to be.
I agree.
We not thinking about this full circle because there's cats out there that wish they could get drafted. They ain't care where they went in the draft.
That would have been me. I just want to go.
Me.
That's shallow. Shallow was happy.
I think they still happy they got drafted. Yeah. They celebrated after he got drafted.
They did, but I feel like that was more like
sure.
Thank you, bro. It looked like you can't. It looked like you can. Thank you. Go ahead, go talk.
You know the only reason he got drafted is because that's Deion homeboy on the Browns. That's why he got drafted.
Possibly.
It ain't no possibly. It's been reported.
Okay, I'm with that. But I'm on what you on, bro. All that dancing, bro, you hurt, bro. I know you hurt, but you can't show that. And your daddy told you not to show that.
Got his own brand.
Yeah, I got a brand.
Hey, they say Dan Marino straight trash.
Who said that?
Bebe say Dan Marino straight trash. Had the best receivers and they was on powder.
We ain't saying that they wasn't.
Hey, Dan Marino hell of a quarterback.
Yeah, bro, he threw what? 5,000, 6,000.
That's the best thrower of the football
ever, bro. He was throwing that bitch.